Namaskara. This is a video on noun declensions in Kannada. This is more like a follow-up video to what I uploaded yesterday, which is the pronouns and vibhaktis. So this will be a good follow-up on declensions in noun because it's important to learn the declensions. Okay, so what are noun declensions? Depending on the last letter of a noun, right? The suffix that represents the vibhakti may have to be modified slightly. So we know that every vibhakti has a suffix. For example, annu, inda, alli. So you usually add the suffix to the noun. Between the noun and the suffix, a letter may have to be added, depending upon the last letter of the noun. Example, Rama, a ending. Okay, Rama is a ending masculine. So the rule is, the declension rule for that is, na has to be added in between. Ramaninda, from Rama. Inda is the suffix. So Ramaninda, na has to be added, and that's called, that adding of the na between Rama and Inda is called a declension. Okay, so there are 5 noun declensions that have been identified in Kannada. Those 5 declensions are all a ending masculine nouns. Rama, Dasharatha, all these a ending masculine nouns. It's considered as one declension. Then the second declension is a ending feminine nouns. Geeta, Disha, Diya, these names, female names. Then you have the third declension, which is all ending neuter noun. Mara, Nila. Mara means tree. Nila means ground. Mara, Nila, these type of things. Ending neuter. Fourth declension, all A and E ending nouns. Ramani, Site, Kare. Kare means lake. Okay. Mane means house. So fourth declension. Then the fifth declension is all U ending nouns. People's name like Babu, Hasu means cow, Hullu means grass, Karu, Basu, these are all English words. Typically in Kannada, if you notice, English words will always U will be added to English words purely because you want to categorize them into the fifth declension. That is the reason. Okay, so each of this declension is nothing but a group of nouns with a specific ending letter, and therefore they will have a corresponding uh, letter to be inserted between the noun and the suffix. Okay, so you could see the formula here. A noun case, meaning a noun case means a noun plus the vibhakti, is made up of noun plus the declension suffix plus the vibhakti. So in yesterday's video, we saw that noun case is noun plus vibhakti. Now we are adding one more thing, which is the declension. Okay, so this declension is added purely for the sake of phonology, meaning for pronunciation. Phonology is the what you call field of sounds. It's a study of sounds in language. Okay, how things are pronounced, right? So that's the concept of phonology, and because of the phonology, we are adding this. We are having these declension. So remember, there are 5 declension types. Now for the declension rules. Okay, the first declension, ending masculine, you have to add na. Second declension, ending feminine, you have to add la. Okay, the deep la. Now, this is actually very pure form. Sometimes they will just continue to, in a lot of TV serials, I find that they are using na for feminine names also, right? So, for example, it will be like if the person's name is Geeta, they will just say Geeta na mane, right? Geeta na pustaka instead of saying Geeta la pustaka. So this is more a pure form. Sometimes they will club the first declension and second declension together. Not sometimes, most of the times, colloquially. Regardless of masculine or feminine, they will just use na. Okay, just remember that. Third declension is ending neuter, you have to add the. Fourth declension, A or E ending, you have to add ya. Of course, I'll give example for each of this so that it becomes very clear. Fifth declension, U ending noun. All you have to do is just remove the U, add ina for the sixth and seventh vibhakti only. Again, you will see examples of it. Now, there are 3 exceptions to this rule. First exception is the third declension plus annu. Annu is the dvitiya vibhakti. You have to use va, right? Mara plus annu, maravannu. You have to say maravannu. He cut the tree. Avanu maravannu kadida. Kadi is to cut. He cut the tree. Past tense. Avanu maravannu kadida. Okay, maravannu. Mara plus annu is maravannu, not maradannu. Okay. Exception number two. Third declension plus ge is akke. Devasthana, temple. Devasthana plus ge, devasthanake, to the temple. Navu devasthanake hodvi. We went to the devasthana. We went to the temple. Hodvi devasthanake, not devasthanage. It's very difficult to pronounce. Devasthanake hodvi. This is exception number two. Exception number three. For the fifth declension, this one, U ending. If it's a if it's a two-syllable word like hasu, two syllables, then you have to add V. Hasuvina halu, right? Hasuvina halu. Cow's milk. Halu means milk. Hasuvina halu. Hasuvininda halu sigate. We get milk from hasu, right? Hasuvininda hal sigate. So this is your declension rules. So here some examples. Rama's wedding, right? Ramana Maduve. Ramana Maduve. Okay. Radha's house. Radhala Mane. Sometimes they will just say in colloquial Kannada, they will just say Radhana Mane. They will say na, they will use, even though it's a feminine. Sita's children. Siteya Makkalu. Now in Kannada there is no Sita, it's Site, A ending. So Siteya Makkalu. Makkalu means children. Tree's branch, Marada Kombu or Shake. You can use Marada, the is added. Lake's beauty, Kareya Saundarya. Kare is a lake. Kareya, ya is added according to the fourth declension. Door's lock, door is Bagilu. Okay, the U has to be removed, it will become Bagila. Biga means lock. Bagila, Biga. Okay. The sixth vibhakti is the base reference for all vibhakti. So this is something that you have to remember. So that's why I gave the sixth vibhakti as an example. So you just have for other vibhaktis, whatever is the declension rule for the sixth vibhakti, other vibhakti just get added to it. I'll show that one example. Rama is Ramana. Now if you want to do the from Rama, if you want to say, in the as a suffix, vibhakti suffix. All you have to do is add in the on top of the sixth vibhakti's declension. So it will be Ramana, Ramana plus in the Ramaninda, from Rama. Okay. So he saw the ground. This is example for one of the exceptions. Ground is Nila. It's a two-letter ending. What you call two-letter ending neuter. So avanu nilavannu. Va has to be added because it's a Dvitiya Vibhakti. Avanu nilavannu nodida. Okay. So this is exception number one. So nodu nodida. He saw the ground. Avanu nilavannu nodida. Now I just gave some example. There is an important disclaimer that I want to make. I have seen one or two rare usages which do not fall into these rules or the three exceptions that I gave. I myself don't have a clear understanding of these exceptions and they are very rare. I've seen them only in some novels or whatever. So I just left it because it'll add a lot of confusion. In spoken Kannada, it doesn't affect. So if you happen to see some what you call a declension, meaning a vibhakti being applied to a noun and there is a declension letter in between that doesn't fit into this rule, then you just remember that it is probably an exception and a rare thing. Okay. I hope this declension concept is clear. Okay, that was the last slide. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.